Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 19th of May and today we have to see 10 selected questions. Each question is very important and has the highest probability of being asked in any government examinations. And in this, today we have to see some data on SARS-CoV-2 virus, a map related questions, then we will see what is SARFAESI Act, then a question on a new species which is in news, a question on cyclone, and then we will see an article in detail which is related to fundamental rights and many other facts. So be attentive, be focused till the end. But first, let us see question for the day, and you have to answer this question in the comment section. The question is Indian Coast Guard is headquartered in. So these are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer. And I have seen that some of you are very consistent in answering all the questions correctly in the comment section. I appreciate everyone's effort, but some of you have left answering the questions in the comment section. See, this is not a good sign of a serious aspirant. You have to be consistent on your part, then only you can expect a result at par with any other serious aspirant. So you have to consistent. It will revise you, it will help you to revise a question at least every single day, and the answer which you are answering in the comment, you will never forget that answer. So whenever you will see such question in the examination, you will automatically mark the correct answer. So be attentive, be focused, and continue to answer these questions in the comment section. And to get PDF of all these videos, you have to join me on Telegram by writing Students Point 2020 without any space in small letters. Just write Students Point 2020. Let's begin now. The first question: D614G recently in news is a or an. So this D614G is a mutation in SARS-CoV-2 virus. So here B is the right answer. And as of May 2020, scientists across the world have identified more than 200 genetic mutations in SARS-CoV-2 that causes COVID-19. See, virus mutate naturally, and these mutations do not translate into a more dangerous or virulent form of the existing virus. Instead, they get weaker and weaker. However, scientists are concerned about this type of mutant, which is called as D614G, as this is which began spread in Europe in early February, and when it is introduced in new regions, it has become more rapid and more dominant. So there is a concern among scientists related to this very mutant of SARS-CoV-2. The next question now: which of the following is not included in the Baltic countries? So Baltic countries include 3 countries. These are Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania, but Belarus is not a part of Baltic countries. So let's see the Baltic countries on the map. Baltic countries is part of European continent, and this is the continent of Europe. When we zoom it, you will see like this. Here is Lithuania, here is Latvia, and here is Estonia. These 3 are former USSR countries, but now they are independent republics. And here is the Baltic Sea. This is Gulf of Finland, and this is Gulf of Bothnia. Remember, Gulf of Finland below the Finland, and this is Gulf of Bothnia. Norway, Sweden, these are Scandinavian countries, and here these are 3 countries which are included in this Baltic countries. Remember, Lithuania is at bottom, Latvia is at middle, and Estonia is at the top. Let's move ahead now. These Baltic countries have opened their borders to one another, creating a coronavirus called as travel bubble. That is why this Baltic countries was in news. They have allowed travel between these 3 countries. So even during the coronavirus pandemic, when the entire world is going through this coronavirus pandemic, passengers and people of these 3 countries can travel in these 3 countries. So what is this travel bubble? See, this travel bubble is a very new concept. It has been introduced in this very year 2020. And under this travel bubble strategy, the governments will open the travel pertaining to the safe travel zones in the world. So wherever there is safe travel zones, government of that country will open that region for tourism, so that some economic activity may happen. And as the number of cases were very low in the Baltic region, that is why they have opened their borders. And this will include regions where virus risk is minimal. And this initiative was initiated by Australia and New Zealand, as you must have known that Australia and New Zealand have very much successfully contained this spread of COVID-19, so they have opened their border with each other, but not for the world. People from Australia can go to New Zealand and people from New Zealand can go to Australia, but people who are coming from other countries to Australia and New Zealand will have to first quarantine themselves for at least 14 days, then only they can move ahead. The next question now. VE Day is celebrated to mark the end of. So VE Day, which is the abbreviated form of Victory in Europe Day, is celebrated to mark the end of World War II. So here B is the right answer. And this day is observed to remember the 8th May 1945, when the allies of World War II of Nazi Germany accepted the unconditional surrender. See, it was the day of 8th May 1945 when Nazi Germany accepted unconditional surrender. However, Adolf Hitler committed suicide on the very 30th of April itself. So it was the successor of Adolf Hitler who accepted this unconditional surrender and not the Adolf Hitler himself. And different countries of Europe celebrate this day with different names, such as Victory over Fascism Day, Liberation Day, Simply Victory Day. So these are the different names with which different countries of Europe celebrate this day. And this year marks the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II in Europe, and it was celebrated by United States, Europe and Russia. And I will upload the test today at 11 am in the morning, so be prepared everyone. Today this test is being organized on Tuesday because I was stuck in some serious work. Otherwise I organized this test on Monday. So everyone be prepared for it. And I have also uploaded the weekly current affairs video. In that video I have taken 27 questions that will cover all of the factual questions in one video. So I will share that video at end of the screen. Tap on that video, watch that, and then be prepared at 11 am in the morning for the test and score yourself in the comment section. Don't forget to tell your score in the comment section, even if it is higher and even if it is lower. Let's move ahead now. The next question. Consider the following statements about SARFAESI Act 2002. The act allows banks and other financial institutions to auction residential or commercial properties of defaulters to recover loans. This statement is correct. This act allows banks and any financial institutions who have given some loans, and if they are unable to get these loans back, so in that case they may auction the residential or commercial properties of that defaulter to recover the loans. And it provides three alternative methods. So under this act there are three methods with which a lender can recover its loan. These three alternative methods include either through securitization or asset reconstruction or enforcement of security without the intervention of the court. So either they give the loan by having some security or asset reconstruction. That is means that they may just reconstruct the assets. They can take some shares of these assets on their own name, and they can also do enforcement of security without the intervention of the court. They may just keep the securities with them and without any intervention of court. So here both of these statements are correct, so C is the right answer. And recently Supreme Court has ruled that all cooperative banks in the country could make use of the SARFAESI Act to make recovery against defaulting persons. The next question now. Troglodytes twitteri, recently discovered, is a new species of. So this Troglodytes twitteri is a new species of parasitic fungus. So here B is the right answer. And this new species has been discovered by using an image on Twitter. That is why this has been named as twitteri. And it belongs to an order called Labellubeniales, if I am able to pronounce it correctly. It is a tiny fungal parasites that attack insects and millipedes. And these fungi live on the outside of host organisms, and in this case on the reproductive organs of millipedes. And these Labellubeniales were the first discovered in middle of 19th century. The next question now. ICGS Sachet is the news is a or an. So it is an offshore patrol vessel. The next question now. Consider the following statements about National Migrant Information System in short called as NMIS. See, it has been developed by National Disaster Management Authority. This statement is correct. It is an online portal that would maintain a central repository of migrant workers and help in speedy interstate communications to facilitate smooth movement of migrant workers to their native places. So this is also correct. It is just an online portal. It will help to smoothly enable the migration of different workers to different places. So here C is the right answer again. And this portal has additional advantages like contact tracing, which may be useful in overall COVID-19 response work. The next question now. Consider the following statements about cyclone Amphan. Now be attentive everyone. Here you are going to know something important. Cyclone Amphan. It is a tropical cyclone formed over Bay of Bengal. This statement is correct. It is a tropical cyclone. Now what is the difference between tropical cyclone and temperate cyclone? There are two categories of cyclone, tropical and temperate. We will see in detail all the differences between these two when we will start GS portions, that too in geography. But here in brief you can understand that in tropical cyclone is very severe and very strong, and a speed of wind is very strong, but it covers only a shorter distance, while in temperate cyclone the strength of that cyclone is weaker. However, temperate cyclone covers much larger area and much larger distance, so it affects much larger distance. Under the influence of westerlies, it goes much away. However, tropical cyclone affects only a smaller area. However, it is much stronger. I hope you got the difference between these two. And it has been named by Thailand and is pronounced as Umpun. This statement is also correct. This Amphan is pronounced as Umpun as it has been named by Thailand. We have already seen that how cyclones are being named in Indian Ocean. So there is no need to discuss it here. So here again C is the right answer. And this Amphan is the second pre-monsoon cyclone to form in the Bay of Bengal in 2 years. The first one was Cyclone Fani. See, normally in pre-monsoon condition there are very less chances of creation of any cyclone because temperature has not increased that much, which may lead to creation of cyclone. But still there are some rare circumstances where we have seen creation of such cyclones in pre-monsoons as well, and these cyclones are very frequent in during the monsoon period. And according to the IMD, that is Indian Meteorological Department, forecast, it will make landfall as very severe cyclone between the Sagar Islands of West Bengal and the Hatia Island. Remember that Sagar Islands belongs to West Bengal, that is part of India, and Hatia Island, next question is related to Hatia Islands, is located in, so this is located in Bangladesh. So here C is the right answer. The next question now. Freedom of conscience and free profession, practice, propagation of religion is provided under. So this profession, practice and propagation of religion is provided under Article 25. Now here there are different meaning of these three terms: profession, practice, propagation. If I will start explaining here, the video will get much and much longer, but we will see in detail everything in polity section once we will start it. So here Article 25, so B is the right answer. And this right provides that though people have right to profess, practice and propagate their religion, but this right comes with certain conditions, and these rights are subject to public order, morality and health and some other provisions. So you cannot claim that I have right to practice my religion even if it goes against the health of public. Means you cannot go and practice superstitious things. So these are certain restrictions imposed on Article 25. In examinations they will very much ask the exceptions related to Article 25. And it was in news because Allahabad High Court recently allowed Azan in 3 districts of UP. These are Gazipur, Hathras and Farrukhabad. And Azan, which is also termed as Adhan, Adhan, Azan or Athan, if I pronounce it correctly, is called out by muezzin from the mosque 5 times a day. So it is called out 5 times a day, and it summons Muslims for obligatory prayer. The court said that Azan may be an integral part of Islam. However, reciting Azan with certain instruments for amplifying may not be the integral part of Islam. So the court or Allahabad court just allowed the practice of Azan but not by loudspeaker. And earlier it has been stopped by district administration altogether, citing the Home Ministry's lockdown rules. The next question now. But before that, let's see some facts. The Bundesliga of Germany becomes the world's first major sports event to resume after COVID-19 lockdown. So what is this Bundesliga of Germany? This Bundesliga of Germany is primary football league in Germany and it has the highest stadium attendance worldwide. Now let's see the next question and the last question. Consider the following statements about challenge COVID-19 competition C3. See, it was intended for engaging innovative citizens to come up with ideas and innovations to manage pandemic and its consequences. This statement is correct. And National Innovation Fund, which works under Department of Science and Technology, provided mentoring support under this campaign. So here this statement is also correct. So here again C is the right answer. And this NIF India has identified several science and technology based innovative solutions, as this invited citizens to give their innovative ideas, and several innovative solutions have been found by NIF through this challenge COVID-19 competition to tackle this COVID-19 pandemic. So share these videos with your friends, like the video, answer the question in the comment section, subscribe to this channel, wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay at your home, stay safe. Thanks a lot.